she's back. Rock me Bingo. Shit's loud, bro. What's up, Weller?
What up, homeboy?
Dude, I gotta turn that down.
You turned it up in the first place.
I know I did. That was my fault, dude. Getting old, dude.
Taking responsibility for your shit.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Carter. Remember, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Morning, Mr. Carter.
Morning, Horseshack.
Morning, Mr. Carter.
Morning, Horseshack
Morning,
and
Mr.
Barbarino.
John Travolta. What's going on?
Chilling like a Scientologist on a fucking boat, bro.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I watched the Scientology's channel. Do you ever watch it? I watch Scientology channel, and Sarah's always like, "What are you watching?" It's like the propaganda trying to get you involved. Like, I'm just curious and seeing. I want to know what's going on.
I'll tell you what, dude. The book Dianetics, I liked it.
Well, of course you did.
No, because it talks about these aliens came to Earth. They harvested DNA from different animals and made humans, and then used them as a slave race and shit. And I'm like, that sounds true to me.
Fucking
that's what happened.
Nuts, dude.
What's up? We'll throw our shout outs out there this week, dude. What's up to Elizabeth? What's up to Ant, OG, Ogrodnik? What's up to the Bendon, Nevada crew? To the Mafaka Mafia over in Japan. Appreciate you, ladies. And then we got because we had no comments on the show or on the Facebook this last week, so.
You give a special shout out.
Special shout out goes
special,
to this 78-year-old 6-foot guy from Vermont. He went to University of Chicago, native-born Brooklyn boy, self-proclaimed socialist Democrat. And of course, we're talking about the guy that's going to get dodged for the second time in this election, Senator Bernie Sanders. What's up, Bernie?
Heard he's a big fan of the show.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, Bernie does occasionally fucking chime in.
Do you imagine if just one time, I was thinking, if we just got some crazy guy like that, like crazy...
Like Mark Ruiz?
No. I'm talking about a crazy popular person like Eminem or fucking a presidential fucking candidate coming over and doing the show.
That would blow up, dude.
Yeah. If I was somebody popular like that, I would try to find some fucking low key, fucking local show and just do it.
We gotta start sending the show out to like Will Ferrell and fucking Charlie Sheen and guys like that, dude.
That would be funny.
I mean, we've had council members on this show, dude. Oh, dude, Mexico, Oaxaca's calling you again, dude.
Fucking scam artists.
I know, they fucking... You won the lottery. All you gotta do is send me $1,500.
No, all you gotta do is give me your social security number and we can check to see if you've been fraudulently fucking jumped. What's going on?
Fuck, man.
What do you got? What do we got?
I don't know. It's probably going to be a pretty political show, so let's start off with stupid people first of all, dude.
Stupid people? That's fucking what? About 70, 80% of America, I would say?
Fraser percentage, I'm going to say 71%, dude.
71%? No, I would say stupid people is what? What do you consider stupid?
Dude, like, okay,
make something that somebody makes a decision. Well, tell me what do you think stupid is?
Stupid decision to me. I don't know if it was even about decisions, dude. It's just like the way they think. Like, we're doing a wedding today.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of the bag because the show will be over after the wedding deal. But so this is we go to look for fucking water at Walmart for the wedding party and shit. There's no fucking water, dude.
No water?
I had to buy like Aki berry and fucking lemon flavored water.
Oh, because the coronavirus.
Dude, because of fucking coronavirus, dude. These people are stacking up fucking... They're hoarding it. They're hoarding water, dude. And you know what it does? Look at... All the water people are making fucking money. All the hand sanitizer people making money, dude.
Well, first you're supposed to always have probably about 3 or 4 cases in storage just for natural disasters, stuff that happens. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being proactive.
I got a fucking pond. I'll drink the fucking pond
Sure
water.
you will.
I'm a man, dude.
But... You're going to drink right out of the pond.
Pond water, dude. Fuck the fish.
What about the pool water, dude? Fuck it.
When it comes down to that saltwater pool, I can't drink it.
Yes, I agree with you, Fraser. But I've been saying the same thing for fucking years anyways. It's people who are the fear mongers that create fear for no fucking reason.
They're making money though, man.
It's just But it's the same thing when they said fucking Obama was taking everybody's guns. Everybody went.
And
Nobody
bought
sold
guns.
more guns than Obama.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Everybody said that. Oh, we're gonna take all our guns. We better buy fucking 5,000 guns. It's the same thing as people who are packing all the fucking time because they're afraid that somebody's gonna come into a fucking movie theater and fucking kill them. It's the same fucking thing as people wearing masks on the coronavirus. It's like the same fucking thing. It's fear.
Dude, it's stupid people because you and I.
It's stupid fucking
We
people.
think a little bit above the curve. I'm not saying I'm a fucking Scientologist or even a scientist. But dude, are you afraid of the coronavirus?
I'm not afraid. Look at. Okay, it goes with everything. We're gonna go to the Kings game, right? Maybe someone's gonna come in there and shoot up the place. Maybe they are, maybe they're not.
Yeah. Somebody with corona is gonna be at the Kings game.
Okay,
for sure.
So maybe somebody has coronavirus. You know what?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take that fucking chances. I'm not walking around with a gun, and I'm not walking around with a fucking face mask. Like, stop with the scare tactics. The world's not coming to an end, and if it does. Oh well, it does. There's nothing I can do to it. Well, I'm gonna breathe. Like, first of all,
fear sells, though, man.
Okay,
it's
but what are they telling you to do? Right? They're telling you to wash your hands, cough into your shoulder.
Wash your fucking hands.
The same shit they've been telling you since you were in fucking kindergarten for the normal fucking colds. Like, this fear shit is out of control. People are out of fucking control with this shit.
Dude, they're making money off it, bro. That's why it's like that.
In every aspect. This has been going on forever. Like you said, there's a disease every time there's an election coming up.
SARS, avian flu,
whatever it was like Obama with guns. He's going to take away all your guns. So we went and bought a bunch of guns. And the end of the world's coming, so we're going to buy all this water. And it's like, I'm just going to go buy groceries. Like I'm going to buy my 1 case of water like I normally buy.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy my groceries, and that's what I'm going to do every fucking week. I mean, I gotta live like this shit's. I can't control this shit. I can't control any of this.
Like you were talking about the Darwin. Shout out to Darwin, natural selection, right? Viruses and diseases are part of this earth and part of this
world. It's
world.
to weed out the weak.
They wipe out people. They wipe out animals. They wipe out birds. I mean, that's the way the fucking earth takes care of shit.
We're always fighting because we got houses and shit in these forest areas. But normally the fires are supposed to start normally to kill all the dead plants.
Fucking
and
lightning starts more fires than anything.
Grow new trees. The animals who get sick, the stronger animals eat them. Like it's
circle of life.
It is, and it's supposed to weed out the weak, and that's the circle of life. That's what it is.
It's the circle of life.
It's
bro.
nothing else. I mean,
but like we both watched that show Hunters, right? Mm-hmm. They got that white Nazi dude, the young one, the blonde one, the crazy fucking psychopath one. He speaks some knowledge. It's coming from a point of racism from him. Mm-hmm. But when he's on the airplane with the little boy that's got the peanut allergy,
yeah.
And this thing takes place in 1977, and he's like, tells the stewardess, "Hey, I'll take some peanuts."
Yeah, once he finds out the kid has peanut allergy.
Yeah, once the kid has peanut allergy, he's like, "Fuck yeah, give me some peanuts." And he's sitting there eating them in front of the kid, and he's like, "How sick will he get?"
Yeah, and he's like, "This will just weed out the weak."
Yeah, he's like, "Look nobody ever had peanut allergies before because they died." Right?
Right.
Nobody ever had depression, anxiety, fucking PTSD, shell shock. They never had this shit before.
Well, they had it, but I guess in a different world, you'd learn to deal with it.
Well, not only that, but what happened and has been happening and will continue to happen forever now is they produce a pill that's going to help that problem. And they're making money again off of fear, dude.
A pill that fucking fucks up your kidney, that fucks up your liver.
Yep.
It's just you're substituting something that's fucked up for something else that's fucked up.
People do not want to be prey. They don't want to be the ones that are gonna fucking die.
Well, you want to you want to bubble wrap the world.
Okay, but here's a good one. Your son has a peanut allergy, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't, but
no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He does have a peanut allergy. You're going to react differently to shit.
Yes.
We're speaking from a place of ponderance where we don't have to worry about fucking our kids
dying
from peanuts.
If his fucking esophagus closes, his throat closes up, because I'm going to be like, no, I can't have peanuts around him because I don't want him to die. I'm not going to say, dude, just tough it out.
You're a hypocrite, bro.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to point out, dude.
I don't. As long as it don't happen to me, I'm fine. That's politics, though.
No, that's like my kids are telling me when my grandkid, like, Dad, watch it. She might have strawberry allergy. She might have peanut allergy or what. I gave her a fucking peanut jelly sandwich. She's basically cured. If you start them out young eating peanuts, they're gonna be fine.
But what we're saying, yeah, it's like we're justified because our life, our little bubble world doesn't affect it. It's like politics. We'll get into politics, but it's like healthcare and shit like that. Well, what's gonna fuck up my healthcare? But some people don't have it and need it. Like we always say that we have to put ourselves in other people's shoes. We have to live in their like for our world. Like if it don't affect us, we're like fucking everybody can do what I did, but it's not. That's not how life works.
No, but stupid people too, they're always going to be around, man.
Yeah.
Always going to be around.
Extremists.
I'll tell you, I hate stupid drivers too, man. This really gets me all the time. I don't give a fuck where I go, dude. I hate fucking stupid people.
Yeah, and everybody says that, though. Everybody says, I hate stupid drivers. They're terrible drivers. And I'll ride with somebody sometime, and they'll be yelling at somebody, and they want me to co-sign. And in my head, I'm like, no, you're the bad driver.
No,
you are the one bad in this situation.
Yeah.
First of all, let me go through some of the rules that you need to do when you're fucking driving.
Yeah.
You got to stay every 10 miles a car length between you and the car in front of you.
10 miles per hour, yeah.
So every 50 miles should be 5 car lengths. You cannot ride somebody, and everybody will say, yeah, I can't stand people who ride their ass. And then I'll ride with them, and they'll be right on their bumper. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Throw cigarettes out the window. Fucking weave in and out. I drive all the way from the Bay Area to fucking Sacramento, which sometimes takes me 3-4 hours. I probably switch lanes maybe twice. We call them Johnny Weavers. They're weaving it. You don't gain any time.
Well, they did it on Mythbusters where they all took off from Livermore and went to Golden Gate Park.
Okay.
And one of them stayed in the right lane the whole time, the middle lane the whole time, and there was 4 of them, right? And one of them was a Bob and Weaver guy.
Yeah, Johnny Weaver. I call him Johnny Weavers.
He was there 56 seconds faster than the person that stayed in the second.
Oh,
lane.
You don't gain no time. So
You're talking a minute.
Yeah, you don't gain any time. That's all bullshit, dude.
And then there's a difference there too because you have stoplights and shit and how you hit those, but
merging onto the freeway, all this shit. It's like all common sense shit, man.
So my one of my caddies, one doesn't, but one of them has it where it's assisted driving. I put it on and you're on the freeway, and the car drives way safer than I do. It keeps the proper distance, you know what I mean? It slows down gradually when it comes up on a car, and it will go to straight 0.
Oh, okay.
If you're in traffic, it will stop. The car will stop by itself. Wow. And when it does stop, there's 2 car lengths in front of the car in front of me. So always somebody's cutting in because the fucking car is being safe. But people say, oh, well, he's leaving that open for me. That's what,
I don't care about that because I wave people in all the time. Like, if you're trying to get in, get in front of me, get in front of me. Yeah. I don't care. What I can't stand is people who will speed up. Like, I'm literally merging over way over, and I can see this guy speeding up so fast because he does not want me to get in that lane. Like, what am I hurting if I get in that lane?
Yeah.
Like, and people have to understand the carpool lane. The fast track lane is a carpool lane. It's not a speeding lane. So if I'm in the carpool lane going 70 because that's the maximum speed limit, you cannot go over the maximum speed limit, then you're right on my ass, honking, flipping me off, doing it. Like, what are you doing? And where are you going? Yeah. Like, everywhere I go, I'm 30 minutes early. You know why? Because I'm proactive and I leave early. I don't fucking say, okay, it's going to take me 1 hour to get there. I'll leave 58 minutes before. No, like, come on, man.
This is a part of the younger people's process. They're like, why should I be there 30 minutes early? Why should I be there 15 minutes early?
Well, why am I going to waste my time? Because my grandfather said, always leave enough time where if you get a flat tire, you can change it and still be there on time.
Okay, that's the way a smart person thinks.
Right.
But stupid people are like, fuck, I don't have to be there at 8 o'clock, so I'll be there at 7:58,
yes.
And I'm fucking there.
Yes. How do you live like that? I couldn't live like that.
I don't know, because you're balls to the wall driving like fucking, oh, fuck, oh, shit, oh, fuck.
And what happens? You're on the side of the road in an accident. Every day I drive to the Bay, on the side of the road, there's a fucking accident. Every fucking day.
It's above my pay grade, dude.
Seriously, fucking stressing me out right now.
I don't even want to think about it. Close that bitch out. Go ahead, quarterback it. What do you got,
What do we got, Frisch?
Fuck. What do you want to...
You said stupid people. You said...
Let's start the politics tip, dude. Why should rich people pay taxes?
Why should they pay taxes?
Yeah. Because they don't now.
Ooh, man. I
The
mean,
tax game. The tax game. That's why they have tax lawyers. That's why they have property, real estate lawyers. They got all these different fucking lawyers because they make it so complicated.
because the tax code is skewed and has always been skewed for the rich. It's skewed. It's not skewed. It should be skewed for the middle class because we pay for everything, right? We're the ones building the roads, paying for the roads.
Here's a number you always hear. The top 10% of America, right, pays 90% of the taxes.
No, that's bullshit.
Okay, that's what you hear, though.
How do they pay if they figure out a way not to pay?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like Trump said it before.
Just selling.
He said it before. Give me back my 75% tax. Because he was writing off 80% of shit.
Right, the tax code is skewed for the rich.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he said it before too. He was on David Letterman one time, and then David Letterman was like, and he's talking about China and shit. And before David Letterman was there, and he goes, "Let me see one of your ties." And the tie was made in China.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Aren't you a hypocrite?" He goes, "Well, I'm just going with the way that the system is set up for me."
Yeah.
So rich people their excuse is, well, it's set up this way. Why not take advantage of it?
Well, the finest silk comes from China, dude. That's a fucking well-known fact.
I don't know.
I do. I have a lot of silk sheets.
But
I got leather-bound books. I got tables made of mahogany. Was that
What?
fucking Morris Day, dude?
I got tables made of mahogany. I only eat the finest fucking fish.
You know, somebody asked me about veal, dude.
I don't know what veal is.
Flory said, "You ate veal before." That's who it was. Flory was like, "You eat veal?" I'm like, dude, I don't know what it is. Is it lamb?
I almost said a joke right there, but I wasn't going to say it. Because veal sounds real close to another name.
You're just going to sit in trouble soon airways, dude.
I don't know. The tax system is skewed. And you know what? And we talked about fucking, let's just say Biden wins. Biden's not going to change the tax code. He ain't going to change it any more than Trump's going to change it. I don't know. I'm a fucking I'm a disruptor. I want the fucking whole thing flipped upside down. That's what I want. You know, let's just make a broad fucking topic of this, dude.
To me, I look at any governmental entity and I don't see one that I go, you know what? They're doing a fucking great job. I don't see one. You look at the healthcare for military, right? It's fucked up. Right?
I hear that.
You look at California tax-wise for our gases, the bridges, the roads, all that shit. It's all fucked up. We got tons of money for it, but it's not getting fixed. This is an election year, though, so you will start seeing construction signs saying this road being fixed by Proposition 14.
Right, because whoever's running wants to put money into our infrastructure. Yeah. So whether it's Trump right now talking about a $1 trillion, injection into the infrastructure, whether it's that's where Biden's talking about injection into the infrastructure. Yeah, they're talking about that, and I don't know. I don't think that things have to be free. I think they have to be affordable, and I don't understand why it has to be either free or free capitalist market where everybody can charge whatever the fuck they want. Why can't it just be affordable, dude?
We were hitting on that, man. Like, you've been there, and I've been there myself. Well, I'm taking care of my brother or my sister, right?
Okay.
I had every opportunity to go down to the welfare office and accept financial aid from my sister.
It's a good topic.
Take fucking food stamps for her, you know, every fucking possible thing, but I didn't. And the reason I didn't do it is because I can take care of her. I'm already taking care of 2 kids. What's 3? I'm already taking care of 3 kids. What's 4? You see what I'm saying?
Yes. And I think that we're fucking hypocrites, because we justify things that we do. Like, well, I've talked to people who will say, well, I take advantage of this system, the tax system, because you have to take advantage of it. You have to kind of cheat here and cheat there. But then people will cheat on the welfare system and get WIC when they shouldn't have, or get subsidized for their health care or whatever, and they say, well, they're eating off the system. What I'm doing is just taking advantage. No, you're cheating the system like they're cheating the system like they're cheating the system. Like, exactly. Stop justifying what you do. Okay, you work cash and then you don't pay taxes on that. Yeah. And then you're no better than somebody who's trying to get fucking free medical health insurance or subsidized medical
Then you
insurance.
have people that are doing both. They're working
Yes,
under the
you're
table
taking
and they're
advantage of the fucking of every. You're not no better than they are. You're always trying to hold yourself to a higher standard, but you're doing the same fucking thing. And then the argument is, well, I'm justifying it because the way the tax system's set up, you got to fucking manipulate it. Okay, that's fine, but don't get mad at somebody who takes advantage of healthcare system that you can't really afford. So they're manipulating their income. They're using subsidized money and trying to get health insurance, but you say, oh, they're eating off the system. You're doing the same fucking thing. You're just not paying taxes on money you should be paying taxes for.
Well, I was talking to a guy that makes he works a regular job, makes like $30,000 a year. He does a side job where he makes $100 an hour, cash.
Mm-hmm.
So he's talking to him about his taxes and stuff, and he only got like a $1,500 return. And I said, man, well, what you need to do is legitimize this full cash business. You can still not claim all you got to claim there, but legitimize it. Get a business license. Get an EIN number from the IRS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to open up so many more doors for fucking non-tax liability. Just your vehicle alone, there is a way to play the game other than just going all cash.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what rich people do they're the best at it. That's why they're fucking rich, dude.
This is the topic of socialism now, right? Everybody's talking socialism.
Yeah,
but
that's what I want in my life.
Most of the rich is what socialism is for a lot of the rich. They're getting socialized fucking tax breaks,
look at
subsidized for the oil companies. All these big corporations, the pharmaceutical companies, all these guys get subsidized money from the government, which is socialism at its finest.
Fucking Tesla.
But they're
Tesla's another one.
Yes, they get tax breaks for
Amazon.
Yes, they get all this socialized money. This is socialized fucking money. But you're stupid if you want free healthcare. You want free. Where's that money coming from? How about we don't give you all that free money and we take that money and make it affordable to everybody in America to have health insurance? Like, stop. There's so many hypocrites. And they sell it good because what happens? People want to believe a narrative because they're tribal. They want to believe their tribe.
Well, look at the Obama healthcare thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it came out, nobody read it. It wasn't read. It was too fucking big to be read. They said just pass it and we'll go through it later, right?
Yeah, they pushed it through at night.
They sold a dream to people that were in need. That's what they did. They sold a dream. Mm-hmm. And then that dream became an unaffordable dream. And not only for the people that wanted it, but for the people that were already involved
for some people, it benefited them. I know a lot of low-income people that it's benefiting right now. My personal
experience, I lost my doctor. I lost my plan.
It didn't benefit you.
Yeah, it did not benefit me.
Okay, but there was for the same person that it didn't benefit. There was another person that it did benefit. So we look at it from our eyes. So you do have to vote your interest. Yes. Like, you're going to vote your interest, right? Yeah. I might not vote my interest because Bernie Sanders being president is not going to be my best interest. But I'm kind of a disruptor. I want to see this thing turned upside down. 60% of America are working below $40,000 a year. They can't afford healthcare. I know a lot of people without healthcare. They can't afford it. Say fuck it, blow it up. Blow it all up. Fuck it. I'm down with that. I'm an independent thinker.
Every single time there is a chance or an opportunity to start it and redo it, right? Like with the housing crisis, right? Mm-hmm. We bailed them out. Mm-hmm. The government bailed them out. They were too big to fail. You hear that term? Too big to fail.
That's socialism.
What happened with Ford, Chevy, Dodge? Too big to fail.
Fannie Mae.
Yeah, that's a housing crisis.
Yeah, all that stuff got bailed out.
Too big to fail, man. That's what's happening.
The farmers right now, billions, what is it? Fucking $25 billion we're giving them because of the fucking tariff shit. We're subsidizing and giving them fucking money.
Locally, you see what's happening
socially.
Locally.
That's social money, though.
This is what's happening locally. All these cattle ranches that are around here, right? Mm-hmm. And dairies. They're getting bought up, and they're either becoming vineyards for wine, right? Mm-hmm. Or they're building more houses on that property.
Yeah.
What's happening with the vineyards is this wine market is saturated now. Mm-hmm. There's so many different wineries now, dude. And what happened now? You got a fucking $15 bottle of wine that's $8 now.
Yeah.
Nobody's turning over $1 on these wineries like they did back in the 70s and 80s.
No. I mean, and this is going to happen. The same thing's going to happen with marijuana.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look at.
It's gonna flood the market.
I heard a statistic like Washington State, the state of Washington has like 200 pounds of marijuana weekly that goes bad.
That's what I heard.
It molds and goes bad
because they can't sell it fast enough. That's like I heard they pay the farmers to stop growing corn. They actually pay them to not to grow corn. There's so much fucking corn out there. Just stop growing. So that's socialism. That's all socialism. So everybody says, well, we don't want a socialized society, but give Walmart these tax breaks, which is socialism.
Yeah.
Give Amazon these tax breaks, which is socialism. Yeah. Give fucking Tesla. Give fucking the Wall Street, the fucking banking systems.
And look at, what is
subsidize the oil companies. That's all tax money.
Who is Tesla for? Tesla's for the rich folks.
Yeah.
They make you feel good if you can get a Tesla for $45,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's their low entry level one. No radio, the whole bit.
No radio.
No radio, one seat.
No ashtray.
Yeah, everything else is extra. But sincerely, man, and then they came out with their new stock price for that space shit, right? And it's $750 a share.
It's all skewed. That's why the middle class is shrinking. That's why I said fuck it. Vote for Bernie Sanders. Blow this whole fucking thing upside down.
I tell you right now, I would probably vote for Bernie Sanders, and I said this, I would vote for him if he was an independent.
No, yeah, you told me that.
Because this motherfucker has already got burnt once. He should have went against Trump the first time, not Clinton.
He's getting burned again.
He got fucking burnt.
He's getting burned again.
And he put his hand in the fire again, and he's going to be 78 years old, and they're going to fuck him again.
They're going to fuck him again.
He's got more momentum behind him than fucking Biden, dude.
Oh, yeah. But
I can't wait for the Biden commercials.
But the powers that be, the Democratic elite, they don't want that disrupted. What does it tell you? Look, okay, you can see who's fighting you. The pharmaceutical companies have been putting millions of dollars against Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Wall Street has been putting millions of dollars against Bernie Sanders. Now, do you support the pharmaceutical companies? Do you support the Wall Street? Do you support these people that you say that they're elite? You're like, fuck these people. But who are they fighting? They're supporting Sanders. They're supporting Trump. Who are they fighting? Or Biden, they're supporting Trump. Who are they fighting? They're fighting Sanders. Why are they fighting Sanders? Because they're scared. They're scared he's going to change this whole fucking system where the fucking regular people and unions bringing unions back, they're afraid that he's going to do that. And they're scared shitless because they don't want their wealth to decrease. I mean, it's like
this is Bernie.
I don't understand why the American people don't get together and say, "Fuck it, let's blow this motherfucker up."
This is where Bernie went wrong. Was self-proclaiming himself as a democratic socialist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that word socialist, even though it has good shit to it, there is some good shit to
lunches at school.
Okay, but there is some good shit to it. But the word itself, socialist, is very similar to racist.
Sure, we talked about that before.
It's a trigger.
It's a trigger word, but it's a trigger word for older people.
That's what I'm saying.
Younger people, that's why younger people are not going to come out for Biden. I keep telling everybody this. Young people, I asked my daughter, what do you think about Biden? She goes, sees the same thing as Trump. He's going to bring no tax. There's going to be no change in the tax plan. There's going to be no health care changes, and there's not going to be no immigration policy change. It's going to be business as usual. And what happens? The rich are going to get richer, and the middle class is going to shrink even more.
You do. Super Tuesday just went by. The stock market had a lull. It was down like, I don't know, 400 points.
And it went up with...
Okay, Super Tuesday goes up 1,000 points.
Because Biden is a safe choice. They're like, well, either Biden or Trump, we're going to be okay.
That's what happened. And all those big 16 gainers, every single one of them was fucking pharmaceuticals. All of them. Medical. It all had to do with medical shit. Oh,
yes. They're so afraid that they're going to...
Because they were like, oh, fuck, okay, well, Biden's doing okay. We can fuck Sanders now and we can get our shit going.
Yes. I mean, even though you're like, Biden stands for the people. Biden's backed by a super PAC. He's backed by Wall Street. He's backed by the same fucking people Trump is backed by. Nothing's going to change.
Think about this, though, Weller, and it still goes on in some parts of this country where you have a doctor that services the town, right?
Yeah.
Like you did like in Little House on the Prairie.
Right. Smaller towns, yeah.
Yeah, and I was reading about Doc Holliday. I read a book on Doc Holliday, right?
Okay.
Did you know he was a dentist?
Yes.
So this motherfucker traveled all the way around the world. I mean, basically America, lived in different places, and wherever he set up shop, he was either a dentist or a general doctor. Like he'd fucking take care of your cold or reset a broken bone, do shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That type of medical health care needs to come back and be normalized. Where you have a family doctor. This dude takes care of your whole fucking family.
It's not going to happen, Frage. It's too late.
That's the form of socialism that's going to come. Because what happens when Kaiser, Mercy, Sutter, these big groups get together, right? I told you I had my fucking toenail removed. $500 to have my toenail removed.
Yes.
Where if fucking I could have went to Doc Holliday.
I could have fucking did that shit.
I'm saying you probably could have, but you need the medicine to put in my foot.
Fuck. Fucking little whiskey.
I know you could do it.
Little Jack Daniels.
It's just the fucking toenail removal. But I'm thinking, is that really $500, man? This guy goes in there, cuts it, puts a shot, cuts it, pulls it out.
What's the definition of insanity, Fraser?
Doing the same shit over
and expecting a different result, right? And we keep voting these people in over and over and over. Look at. This is what we talk about change. We're talking about change. We need more.
It just happened though, in front of your eyes. What you're preaching about happened with Trump, bro. It did. People got fucking tired of the normal cookie.
No. They did, and they were hoping for something different. But what didn't change? Immigration policy didn't change. Healthcare did not change. Tax did not change to better the fucking middle class. It did not change nothing. The rich have got richer, and the poor and the middle class keep shrinking.
And that's where I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter who president is. It doesn't matter because they don't make it. Who killed it last time? It was McCain on the healthcare thing, right? Congress, Republicans, Democrats, their group of money-making motherfuckers are going to put together their best fucking thing for them.
Right, and then it would be hard for what Bernie Sanders is saying to get passed through all this fucking bureaucracy.
Well, I guarantee you, let's say Bernie's president, right? He gets elected president.
He ain't going to pass the House with the health plan. Nope. He's not going to pass the Senate. He's not going to pass. It's not going to go through.
He's going to get filibustered. You got guys that want to sit out there for 16 hours and talk about fucking...
Why? Because the pharmaceutical companies, the insurance companies have too much power in this country. That's why nothing's going to change. That's why the establishment does not want Bernie Sanders. The Democratic Party talks about change, talks about the working man. They say they don't represent anything different than the Republicans elite. Nope. They represent the same fucking people. And you know what? I don't agree with a lot of what Bernie Sanders said, but I'm okay with it blowing up. And let's see what ends up. Let's see what happens. But no, we're not going to do that because we want to stay safe. We want to keep our 401k. Like nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Why do young people come out and vote for that independent or vote for that completely radical person? Because they're still idealistic. They still believe that you can make change.
They haven't been burnt yet.
What happens? You get older. You get in a trap. You get in and you get bills and you go like I can't afford change because I'm barely paying my shit now.
Well, here's what happens. You have somebody new like Sanders came out in 2016. He's speaking on socialism. He's got a new idea about shit, right? So you have all these young, they're intelligent college kids, but they're book-wise intelligent. They don't have common sense. They haven't lived life. So the fire to them it's a nice warm fire. They're like, oh, this is good. Well, what happens when you hit your 30s, you're paying back your student loan debt, the government's fucking you every chance you get, all of a sudden that fire burnt you.
Right, but because
and then you're wised up.
It's not wise. It's like I said. It's that you get into this fucking box where you're like, okay, I'm just paying my bills. I'm just making it. I'm just surviving. I don't need no radical change right now. I'm just making it. If something radical comes, I might lose all this. So then you get older and you're like, I don't have those ideals no more. I'm more cynical. I don't believe there's change. I don't believe there's anybody that's really gonna change anything for me. So fuck it. I'll vote for this. Fraser, we are fucking 2020. We have this wide variety of people: white, black, Mexican, Chinese, gay.
Shims.
Huh?
Shim.
What's shim?
It's a him and a her.
A him and a her. We got all this. And who is down to the presidency? 78-year-old white fucking men who don't represent what the fucking the gross of America is, right? Of blended America. We still have the same people with the same ideas being president,
because
and we're proud of this.
Who really runs the country is the media. That's who runs the country because they're on your TV. That's your God in the box is the TV, right? And people watch it, whether it's a movie like Hunters, right? The show Hunters is good. I like what's going on. I like the show. There's some history being told.
Because the government brought in these German fucking killers to run NASA.
Scientists, yeah. But what's going on there? There's also a political agenda in that show, hidden in the show. You can tell it leans left far as you can go.
Sure, but it does. And this is what's funny is that it leans left as long as it's the establishment left. Like. CNN, the most left fucking news media there is, pretty much. I agree. Right? We agree? CNN's probably far left?
Yeah, they're left. I don't know if they're the worst.
Okay, we'll just say on TV, CNN.
Oh, yeah. I would say for the stupid people, yeah.
Okay. Who are they bashing? Bernie Sanders. They're bashing Bernie Sanders right now. The left is bashing Bernie Sanders. Why? Because the establishment doesn't want change. They want these people, let's say, Lemon. Yeah. Right or
Wolf Blitzer.
What's the other guy, the gay guy? On CNN.
Flory.
The guy with the gray hair.
Oh, fucking, he's got a whole hour block too. Gosh damn it.
Why are they bashing Sanders? Because they're wealthy.
Why can't I think of his fucking
Cooper,
name?
Anderson Cooper. Because
yeah.
they're wealthy, they're rich, they're benefiting off the Trump tax plan. They don't want Bernie Sanders. They're saying, "Oh, we care about people. We care about the working class. You know, we're not about the rich." Yes, you are. When I seen AOC go on with fucking McCain, and they were going back and forth, and she was like, "Well, you're Armageddon to me. You're not representing my conservative beliefs. Like, my beliefs should not be the same as yours. You're a rich, wealthy." What's it called? Popular person. Why would I vote the same as you? I don't want your benefits. I'm not voting like you. Why would I agree with you?
Well, the only way you can get anything out of this is either you join them, right? You start using all the socialist programs. Like I was telling you earlier, I didn't take any money from my brother or from my sister. Right? Mm-hmm. I should have done that. The only thing I have is my pride and my ability to say, no, I took care of my own, right? But if I was playing the game properly, I wasn't playing the game. But if I was, I would have been getting an extra $1,600 a month, dude.
Sure. I could have took advantage of that system.
And that would have benefited my family. But because of my own ego and my own bravado.
It's ego.
Yeah, my bravado and ego, because I was like, fuck it. You know, I want to raise my family. I don't need the government to help me. Mm-hmm. That mentality is dinosaur, bro. Because too many people are like, what can I get for free?
Sure. But you know where the hypocrisy comes in is like, okay, you benefited off government assistance before. Had WIC. Your mother had government assistance, whatever. So you say, well, I don't want to do it because of that. That's fine. But if that system wasn't in place and you think you had it rough, it would have been worse if you had nothing, if you were in the street, if that as a 12-year-old kid you had to go sell drugs or rob homes to feed yourself because you did not have welfare or WIC or whatever.
And it happens all the time.
So there is government programs. There's government programs for daycare for people single mothers that they subsidize their daycare so they could go work. Like, there is benefits that help people out. There's nothing wrong with it. But
there is a sweet spot, and they've created it. There's a sweet spot to working, right? Like, you can make like $48,000 and still get Obamacare. You can still get the WIC. You can still get food stamps. Right. There is a sweet spot in there.
They're working the system the same way people work the tax system.
That's what I'm saying. And when you're in that sweet spot, it's like you're making $140,000 a year.
It is.
That's what the package is.
It is
for the sweet spot.
Because you're getting healthcare, you're getting food.
But you make fucking $52,000 that year. You're fucked. You lose all your fucking shit, and now your sweet spot is shrunk to $50,000. Dude.
Right. So you have to figure out how to work the system.
Yeah,
right.
And inevitably, if you're in a pretty good job, you're gonna get raises and get raises and get raises, right? So you're gonna get taken out of that sweet spot.
Because I've been told multiple times. I said the tax code now is not benefiting me. Well, you got to figure how to work the system. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to work the system. But okay.
Okay, but then you're giving up on the game because it is a game.
Sure, but that's no different than somebody take advantage of the welfare, of the WIC, of
Agreed.
Okay, so that's okay. That's what I'm saying is I know people who say.
So then you need to take advantage of the other side, Weller.
Sure, but I know people who will say I take advantage of the system, but they don't badmouth the people who do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They will say, no, I want Bernie Sanders. They're not being hypocrites. The hypocrites are people who say, yeah, these people are eating off us. They're living off the government. They want free shit. And somehow they're getting some subsidized assistance. They're getting some fucking, fucking the tax system. They're working cash and they're not paying taxes. You're fucking the system the same way they're fucking the system. Stop being a fucking hypocrite.
But to totally play the game, you have to get in and learn the rules, right? You learn the rules of any game you play. I don't care if it's baseball, football, taxes, healthcare. There are rules to the game, right? You know the game of baseball inside and out. Mm-hmm. You know balls, strikes, foul balls, all the shit, right? And then you know the unwritten rules. Like if you're up by 10 runs, you don't steal second base, right? You know the unwritten rules.
Right.
So that's where it is with rich people and taxes. They've learned the game so good that they just fucking hire somebody. They hire an ace pitcher to go in and do their taxes for them and get as much money back as they can. Where you or me rely on H&R Block or some fucking $40 software from TurboTax to fucking walk me through what I can
100%, 100%. And so, and not that I'm holier than thou. But at least I don't pretend that I'm not supporting a system that's hurting America. Okay, let's say when the housing crisis happened, right?
Yes.
And the market dropped just like
I lost the house.
Just like my house did, okay?
Yeah.
So what did I do? I didn't fucking stop making my payments. I didn't fucking live in there for 6 months and not make no payments and then say, fuck it, just let it go. No, I made payments up to the last fucking day. And then I short sold my house. I had to eat it on taxes for the next few years, but I didn't fucking just like say fuck it. They can eat it. I mean, I'm not. I know people who did that.
I went bankrupt. That's what I did. I said fuck it. I went bankrupt.
Okay. And like right now, we just went and we consolidated a bunch of credit cards and stuff like that. I know family members. I know friends that just said fuck it. I'll claim bankruptcy and they'll eliminate all my credit card debt.
Yeah.
I could say that. I could fucking do that. But no, I'll consolidate and I'll pay my fucking bills like I'm supposed to. Then I won't be a hypocrite, because when we die, all we have is who we are and what our word is. So I'm doing the right thing. I'm trying to do the right thing. I could claim bankruptcy on a bunch of debt. I could fucking do that, but you know what? I'm not a hypocrite. I could have not paid my mortgage and said, fuck it, the fucking system's fucking me, and then be a hypocrite and support and badmouth people who are living off government assistance. You are the same. You are the same fucking person. You are the same exact person. So stop being a fuck. If you grew up and you got welfare in your house, you benefited off that system. Otherwise, you'd be worse off than you were right now.
Yeah, so if you got the rags to riches story and you think that fucking you weren't on welfare or you weren't getting government aid, you were when you were fucking
yeah,
poor.
so stop pretending that you benefit off these same systems. That's why I said Bernie Sanders, blow it up.
I heard fucking Dennis Miller say this though. He's like, you get to a fucking point, that sweet spot of point, right, where you have to make a decision. I'm going to keep working and lose these benefits that I've been given, right? Mm-hmm. And try to make it on my own from this point and go on, or fucking give up, come up with some mental disease and fucking start living off the fucking government for always, bro.
Right. But do you want to live like that?
I don't know, man.
That's a choice.
I'm close. I'm fucking close, dude. I might do this show every day, dude.
Fuck it, me too, dude.
And we'll have the government funded.
But at least I am not a fucking hypocrite. At least my kids can look at me and say, you know what? Maybe my dad didn't have a lot of shit, but whatever we had, he paid for. Whatever we did, he paid for. What my daughter AAU, he paid for. He worked Saturdays, whatever. I didn't go off any fucking assistance. But I'm not bad mouthing people who do. I just don't like the people who badmouth people who do, act like they never did, and they fucking they stop paying their mortgage on their house. They file bankruptcy. They had WIC during a certain person. You're a fucking hypocrite.
I'll give you a real good one, Weller. It's really rare for an 18-year-old to be able to cover the cost of a baby being born, right? So, because I had a good job when I was 18. My kids were both born under, the blanket of PG&E.
Okay.
But, like, you have a 20-year-old kid that's working a fucking $15 an hour job. He can't pay for a fucking baby being born.
No.
It's $40,000, dude.
No.
To have a fucking baby born.
Absolutely.
So who pays for it? California.
Right.
State of California.
Yes.
So if you had kids and you were young, you probably had the state of California or you had the government pay for your baby to be born. I guarantee it, dude. I would say 90% of kids.
Okay.
90%.
I won't say that high, but...
Because this is another one. My daughter, right? She was under my health care plan when she had my granddaughter. Mm-hmm. And Kaiser covered my daughter, right? All the way
to 26 years old or something?
Yeah, I think she was 20. Let me think.
I think now it's all the way to 26, I believe.
Yeah, but I think she was 22 or 23 when she had the baby. But Kaiser covered my daughter. Mm-hmm. But once my granddaughter was born, Kaiser's not covering my granddaughter.
No, she has to get her own insurance.
Yeah, my granddaughter has to get her own insurance. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm in there fighting with Kaiser about this shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So your daughter doesn't have health insurance?
No, she did. She had some like WIC or
California,
yeah,
which will subsidize whatever you can't pay.
Yeah, they had something like that, and that's what kicked in for the grandbaby. But I got in such a fight with Kaiser about this. Like, the baby is inside my daughter. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they're saying as soon as she's born, she's a separate entity, and she has her own bills now, and this and that. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, motherfuckers. That's what I did. I just fucking killed it. I said, hey, give me what I need to fucking pay, and I'm done with you guys. I'll never be back. I'm not going to use Kaiser again until 3 years later, and I went back to Kaiser.
Because what? You don't have no choice, Frage. You don't have no fucking choice, man. And the system is not going to change if we keep voting these same fucking people in there. Why? Because they have an R by it or they have a D by it. We're going to vote for these people because they have an R by it or a D by it.
We are both waiting for it, and I know a lot of our listeners are waiting for it. This independent candidate that's fucking moderate, is for guns, is for immigration, that's for changing healthcare.
I'm a registered independent, so when I went to vote, you should see my list of candidates I can vote. Yeah. It was Phil Collins, it was Ron Myers, it was like these. I've never heard of these people. That was I couldn't vote Democrat or Republican.
Charlie Lightfoot Johnson.
I had to vote independent, and it was like, who are these fucking people? Yeah. Bernie Sanders should be independent, but he followed it because he understands that he has no chance on the independent level. He has to go through a party line.
There is a congressman that's an independent now. There is an independent congressman.
Yes.
And it's going to start creeping in, man. Hopefully by the time we get to retirement age, we'll have an independent president.
I mean, I hope so, and I hope
this is what it's going to take. This is what it takes to get an independent in, right? A woman, right, of ethnicity or color that is straight down the middle, that leans right and left. She ducks and dodges, got to do what she's got to do. She will become fucking president as an independent.
Maybe.
That's it right there. What do we got left, man?
What we got?
Fucking getting old.
Getting old. Yeah, we can finish off getting old, dude.
Oh, I'm getting old, bro.
Getting old?
But this is the other thing, man. So I see my dad and my uncles and stuff like that, right? They're old, dude. I'm not my dad yet.
How old are they?
I think my dad's 74.
Oh,
17.
yeah.
They're getting old, dude. Like, he don't want to do shit anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame them, dude. Fuck, physically, you feel how you are right now. You're 45 years old. You feel physically, sometimes you're like...
My body's broke.
I know, at the end of my work week, I'm like fucking tired. I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing shit. My body's just fucking tired, but I don't know.
Well, I'm selling the house. I'm going to be living in a fucking camper trailer for probably a couple months.
Oh, you're going full Okie on us, huh?
Yeah, I'm going Okie style, dude.
Okay, bologna sandwiches.
We will be doing the show from Weller's house for a few episodes till I get shit fucking worked out, dude.
Getting old is a blessing because that means you're able to get old. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting old. I have no problem getting old.
It's a natural progression, dude.
I'm looking forward to my kids getting married, my grandkids. I'm looking forward to that. Like,
I'll tell you what, it's the best, dude.
I bet.
It is the fucking best.
I see your little granddaughter here sometimes, and it's fucking awesome, dude.
I fucking love that shit, dude. And the best is because you can give her back.
Yeah. You're not fucking day in and day out.
I'm not just saying this or being myopic. My fucking granddaughter is really cool, and she's intelligent, Because I've had 6 kids. I've had 6 babies in my life before.
No. She seems like it. Yeah.
And all of my kids are cool and this and that, but they're not like her, dude.
I don't know. I
guess
I've
yet to see her throw a hissy fit once.
Yeah.
One time. Her mom says she does it with her. I said, well, she don't do it with Papa because Papa don't put up with that shit. And she knows it. But I can talk to her like that. She's going to be 4 here in a couple months. She'll be 4 years old. But she's got a fucking head on her shoulders, man. It's the best thing about getting old.
I think that one of the good things about getting old is you got a better perspective on life. Like, you see life as like... Oh shit! Like, that first 45 years passed me pretty fucking quick. Like,
you ain't lying.
And another 45 years is gonna go just as fast. So I better start. This is the sweet spot. They say between 40 and 50 is your sweet spot where you kind of fucking get it. You're kind of financially okay, where you can kind of go do shit.
Well, they say your 20s is for being stupid and dumb. Your 30s is for making some money, and your 40s is for buying drinks.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Like, I was telling Sarah, I'm like, we're planning a trip to Yellowstone. Like, I want to go to Yellowstone. I'm going to do different shit.
You use my camper?
With you in it?
You see it, dude. I think I get it Monday. I gotta go to a fucking orientation class to accept the fucking camper. Shit.
Oh, and then you're gonna put fucking fella stickers on the side so you can write it off.
So I can write that shit out there.
Playing the tax game.
Maybe I'll set this up in the fucking camper, dude, and we'll just do road shows.
Oh, that would be. You know what? Okies. We change it to Okies from Calistokies. Yeah. Eating bologna sandwiches while we do a show.
Bologna and mayonnaise. Dude.
Yeah. Just eat mayonnaise with a spoon.
Yeah. Mayonnaise and cheese sandwiches, dude. Spam.
With cat shit all over.
We're going to have some spam. I need to get a cat now, huh?
Yeah, you do need to get a cat. Growing old is fucking. You know, it's right now. I enjoy life. Like I'm not old. 45 is not old, but just enjoying like because I get it. Like happiness to me is easy. It's choice. Happiness is a choice. You either choose to be happy or you choose not to be happy.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So this is a good time of our lives right here. We could sit here and bitch about shit or whatever, but yeah, I enjoy this part of our lives. I enjoy it. Like I'm happy right now.
You know, I'm looking at if things go well, I'm looking to retire in 9 years. I'm fucking hang up my boots at 55.
You can't retire, dude. You retire, you die.
No,
you retire,
bro.
you fucking die.
I have all other interests that I want to do in my life. You know?
And when I say retire, I mean that means don't do shit. Well, you can only golf so much. You can only fish so much.
I want to go. I want to paint. I want to fucking do art, do tattoos. I want to do a bunch of different shit, man.
If I retire, I like to build. What I do as a hobby is build furniture. Like that's just. I enjoy that shit. Just tedious shit. I don't even charge anybody. I just have them pay me whatever the material is, just because I like to do it.
No, a lot of gay guys do that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. Like I got a lot of guys over when Sarah's not there helping me
with their shirts off.
Helping me shoot pool.
With their shirts off. Wearing tidy whities.
Dicks out.
Cut-offs.
Yeah.
Cut-off shorts.
Nothing wrong with being gay. But you got to keep busy. When you retire, you can't just not do nothing. Because what happens when you retire? If you sit there, you die.
Dude, I tried to tell my dad this, man. This guy sits there and plays video poker.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, fucking hits a joint. I mean, he's having a good time in his life, but he's doing the same repetitive thing every day. I saw this shit on a Netflix thing about the brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 parts to the brain. The front part is like 40% of your brain. And you need to fucking have different habits in order for this part of your brain to continue to grow. If you do the same shit every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wear fucking ruts in your brain, just like in the freeway. You can tell where the trucks drive because they're in the ruts all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do the same shit, but just by mixing it up, you can wake up, eat, go to work, come home from dinner, you know. When you come home from dinner, that's when you need to change it up. Read a different book. Fucking watch a different TV show. Fucking go for a walk. Do something different, and that starts getting that part of the brain going.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dude, it does. You wear ruts in your brain, man, by doing the same habits of shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a creature of habit in a lot of ways, but the only difference is, like, especially with construction, is that you go to another job, you meet completely new people.
Well, see, and
you got to deal with it differently. You're mentally challenged.
Well,
all
you
the
may
time.
build a wall or you may build a door or something like that, but it's always different.
Right. It's ever changing.
It's not cookie cutter. So even just changing the math of the numbers, that's getting that part of the brain to fucking do some different shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
I mean, I enjoy working as far as, like, I don't mind it, but nowadays, there's no time frame, there's not enough money, everybody's angry and mad, like, you got to go through this. I wish it wouldn't have to be like that, because it doesn't have to be like that. And it's funny that we're talking about this, is that when I came to work there, 25 years ago, right, it was the same. Like, nobody really communicated too much. Everybody was real serious. They were all about their work, and I think I changed the landscape of that. Like, I started doing the robot. I started fucking grabbing people's nuts. Yeah. Like, I started doing that. Where
the nuts is a good move.
Now it's like everybody's joke. I said, you can go to work and joke around and have fun and still get your job done. My daughter was just telling me this. Like, she started her job. She was like, when we went there, it was like, because it's accounting, everybody didn't speak. Everybody was on the computer working. She goes, now you should see it. She was like, I'm like, we don't have to be like this. Now they're all joking. After work, they go have drinks or they go to the fucking Kings game, or she's all, now it's like we're joking, having fun. Like, one person can change an environment.
Yeah, it's a culture,
and you need to be able to change the environment. You need to be able to see what life. Why be so miserable in life? Enjoy life. Joke, talk, bullshit. As you get older, you realize this is all bullshit. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Let's talk to each other. Let's do this, Frage. Let's go on and fucking make a fool of ourselves on YouTube, because fuck it. What else do we have to do on Sundays?
Well, this changes your mind every fucking Sunday, dude. You know, if you had a rut in your mind, it's probably fucking gone after you watch this show, dude.
For sure.
Or you got the fucking knife to your throat, or you fucking rolling the bullets in the gun.
Yeah,
like,
until you watch
this. Another fucking hour of my life.
Oh, well.
It's good, dude. You know what it is we bitch about stuff, but this people that watch, people that listen have the same bitches, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're haters and they hate what the fuck we're saying, and they just want to label us as a fucking hate group.
Yeah.
I can't believe we got that moniker or that label, dude.
A hate group?
Yeah, that's so.
I think that's basically you, but that's fine.
No.
I've got a lot of homosexual fucking supporters.
You do. You do have quite a
I
bit.
thought you were gonna go there, so I was gonna preempt you, and I was gonna go there first.
Well, you do. That's such a shoot.
Fucking libtard.
They're all from Benden, Nevada, dude.
Benden, Nevada. Where did I see that at? Benden, Nevada. Oh, that was Flory, huh?
Well, it's Minden, but when Kurt goes up there, it becomes Benden.
Oh, okay, because it's the armpit of Nevada.
Yeah.
All Flory did was take fucking Galt and bring it to fucking
Yeah,
Minden.
he took the bologna and mayonnaise sandwich and he fried it.
Yeah. You can't take the okie out of who you are.
Dude, fried bologna sandwiches are good, dude.
Pew hamburgers.
I don't give a fuck, dude, what you say. I'll eat a fried bologna sandwich.
Spam. Fried spam? Are you kidding me?
I like spam thin,
Thin.
dude.
You slice it thin, fry it up, put it in a tortilla.
Yeah.
Put a little mustard on it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Eggs. Put some eggs on it and salsa.
We've been having breakfast for dinner lately. That's good. We had fried potatoes, eggs, chorizo, bacon, and biscuits and gravy for dinner.
Yeah. I love it, dude. I did it up when Trump won in 2016, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I told the girls, you don't gotta go to school tomorrow because you guys are Trumpsters, right? And they're like, yeah. Fucking dude, every fucking thing you could make for breakfast: pancakes, waffles, French toast. Fucking, I made it all, dude. Because you know, Dad can handle that shit. Dude, I get numbers. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
People calling you, try to be on the show.
Dude, it's true. They got a couple people that want to come on the show, dude.
Who?
I know Corey Carver's one of them.
Who's Corey Carver?
He's been hitting us up on Facebook. We went to school with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wants to come to the show. He wants to teach us, just educate us on
I have
some
a
things,
lot of people who say, dude, I need to be on there and tell you how to fucking really go down, dude. How fucking your fucking politics so fucked up, man. I'm fucking straighten you out. Fuck. Shut the fuck up, dude. You think I'm this age and I'm gonna fucking cave into what you're gonna fucking tell me?
You're gonna re-educate
Get the
me?
fuck out of here with your fucking bullshit.
See, this is what a lot of people don't realize is I used to vote Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
I used to vote Republican. I became an independent after getting burnt by both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just fucking...
You're a trumpeter.
Well, okay, call me a trumpeter or whatever, dude. I like the disruption. I like the change that Trump has brought.
Sure, I hear you on that. I hear you on some
do,
of that.
And,
Yeah.
and you know, the things that piss you off about him being stupid or saying stupid shit and
Uh-huh.
stuff. That's the stuff that makes me
It's comical.
It makes me happy, though.
I was telling Frey this morning, he said something about the testing kits for his coronavirus. He goes, they're as good, or they're just as perfect as the phone call I made to Ukraine. It's like, why would you say that? What does that have to do with it? It's comical. It's funny.
But it's, you know what it's like? It's just like what you were talking about when you go in an office and everybody's all serious and shit, right?
Yeah.
Now you got a president that's saying fucking dumb bitch and shit like that, dude.
What the fuck, dude?
It's fucking sick to me, dude.
It's fucking, yeah.
I hope he uses that loophole that they use for trying to impeach him, where it nullifies his first term of service. So now he's eligible for 8 more. You know that happened, right?
I know they were talking about it, but you know what?
That's why Nancy Pelosi didn't want to push
with Trump.
papers.
There's nothing that will surprise me. There's nothing in the world that will surprise me with him because this like normal shit that you say is the law. He said, no, it's not. It's not the law. We don't have to be like Russia. Well, if you're listening right now, why don't you come and get these emails? Yeah. It's like that is. That's fucking funny, legal. But people are like scattering. They're like, is that right? Can he do that? What is he doing? Like, he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants, and nobody realized. Well, but this is kind of, it's true because I tell.
But was it funny?
It was funny as fuck.
Because you know he was saying it like that.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that I tell my son that, I tell my daughter that, I tell people at work that, like I'm leaving to go to another job. I tell the guy that where I'm like, dude, because the inspector says this is the way we got to do it, or the city says it, or there is no laws. I tell my kids there is no fucking thing that has to be this way. You could do whatever the fuck you want. And I said this before about when we were Sarah was dealing with the cable company, and she goes, no, they said we had to pay because they didn't adhere to the contract we signed or whatever. I was like, no, you don't have to listen to these people. I stayed on the phone for 2.5 hours. I did not get off the phone. Eventually, they caved in and said, okay, you don't have to pay the $800. Yeah. And I said, see, there is no structure. Like, you could do whatever the fuck you want.
This is what you did, though. They are expecting you to give up.
Yes.
I talked to my dad about his shoulder surgery. My dad had a shoulder surgery through PG&E, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gave up. That's what happened. He ended up giving up. He fought him for about a year and stuff. He gave up, ended up having to do some shit on the side through his own medical shit.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I've sat around for 2 years on each surgery. This would be my 4th one. I'm not giving up. I'm like you. I'm like, no, fucking, I got hurt at work.
I remember years ago,
I got hurt at work, man.
I was with these guys. They went to the mall, right? And I never knew this. They went to the mall and they were buying clothes. And the guy was like, "No, I'll take these 3 shirts, these whatever." And he goes, "I'll give you." And the prices on them were like $25 a piece. Normal person goes in there and pays $75 plus tax, or whatever. He goes, "No, I'll buy these 3 shirts. You give them to me for $15, and then I'll buy this extra." And I was like, "What the fuck? This guy's negotiating here?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay, we'll do it." And I was like, "Oh fuck! You don't have to go off." This is what I'm saying. You don't have to go off that price. You can do. There's no set of rules in this fucking thing. The rules are made up. They're all made up, dude.
I seen what you're talking about. I went to Dillard's to buy an outfit for your wedding, right?
Uh-huh.
The pants were like $104, but they're marked off to $60, right? Mm-hmm. Then I found a shirt. It was $80. It was marked down to $42. I get up to the fucking counter, right? She's like, "Oh, that's a yellow tag sale." This is blah, 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 blah. The pants are $30. The shirt was $8.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna pay $100 when I fucking go up there for my fucking package. I walk out of there $36 and.
Hey, the bottom on the fucking fold on the bottom's a little wrinkle. It won't come out. Hey, can you take $10 off? Yeah, I'll take $10 off. You can do whatever the fuck you want. There is no rules to this.
It's because 99% of people are not gonna do that. I've seen it at the grocery store where a lady has open stuff, open peanut butter jar.
Yeah.
Right. She's got a bag of chips that she's eating out of an open. Oh, these were open.
Yeah.
I'm eating them, but yeah, they were opened.
Yeah.
You know, and then she pays fucking 30 cents for it.
Right. Like, there is no rules to this. Everybody says, "Well, no, this is what they say. You have to kind of follow this line." No, you don't. Look at, we're doing a job. We're starting this job in Sunnyvale, and the inspector comes up and says, he goes, "Why are we looking at this floor when you should have the first floor completely done before you move to the next floor? Because different areas will have different rules." And I said, and the guy who was with me said, "Oh, he said we can't go above that." Well, we'll be fucked if we can't go forward. So I go, "Come here, let me talk to you." We talk and said, "Hey, look at what we're doing. We're doing this. You know, kind of let us go. If we're falling behind, I can understand." He goes, "Okay." So that whole job changed for everybody because I had a private conversation with this, and he said, "Go ahead, go forward." And I told him I was a trumpeter too.
Yeah.
That's all it was. That's what changed everything.
You hypocrite, dude.
Yes. So just, there's no rules to this fucking thing. Say whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever you want.
You're a sexually confused Trumpster.
I jack off to Donald Trump.
Dude, I tell you though, so I'm over getting the trailer and shit, right? Mm-hmm. I see this guy, talking about working the system. I see this guy, I've seen him at one of my wife's Christmas parties. I see him every year at that thing, right? Mm-hmm. Well, when I've gone, I'm sorry I didn't go all the time, but you know, I go, he waits for the floor. Everybody's gone. He takes the floral arrangements and shit. Mm-hmm. He's Asian dude, gets all this fucking, all the freebie shit he can get. So I'm at the trailer yesterday, getting the trailer stuff yesterday, and he, it's a grand opening. The Fish, you know, Christian radio stations there, handing out free hot dogs and sodas and stuff. This motherfucker's there, dude. I'm like, "Dude, you gonna buy a camper?" He's like, "No, dude, they're giving out free hot dogs today." I was like, "Are you kidding me, dude? You showed up for the free hot dogs and shit." He's like, "Yeah, man." He works the system, dude.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want. There is no rules.
Dude, and I figured that shit out too. That's all a write-off. That's why they do that shit. That's like the fellas party, dude. It's a write-off. That's why people do that shit.
Yeah, somebody called me about that. The IRS called me about that, and I fucking told them the truth.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I told them you were scamming the system, dude.
Yeah. My legal right, dude. That's a promotional party for the show. I mean, the only reason I drive that Escalade is because it's a promotional vehicle for the show.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
That makes sense, dude.
You know, every single gallon of gas that goes in there, that's for the show.
So you're doing the same thing that people do when they get WIC. Welfare, take advantage of the system.
Welfare. Play by the game. Play the game by the rules, bro. You got the out music, dude. My shit's turned, dude. Good to have you back, Weller. We'll crush it out. I got no internet, bro, so I got to go find some place to upload this. I've been doing it every week.
Good luck.
Go get him, Bernie!